Um, I mean, I don't know, honestly, to tell you the truth. It felt good in the bullpen. It felt pretty good in the first inning, but I mean, walking the first guy, obviously, not what you want to do. And I would say, honestly, not really until the sixth, seventh inning, it felt like it was a little bit different than other games.
Well, it looked different. Honestly, it looked different from the beginning. So during that, let me go after the seventh, after the eighth. Does Brownie say anything? Does Corbs say anything? And when you get into the dugout, what's going through your mind?
No, they don't say anything. It's kind of an unspoken thing. I do the same thing as every inning and sit down quietly, kind of gather my thoughts. And at that time, my thoughts, they can creep at times, but I really do try to just say next pitch, focus on the next pitch. And I mean, any other bigger things that you can control, like a whole game's outcome, you can't really do that in one pitch. So kind of staying in the moment.
Okay, so Jack, I want to just dive into pitching dork stuff here, because here's what I saw, but I'm interested as to what you felt when you were out there. It looked like for the first 6 innings you had a fastball, and you were fighting to try to find a breaking ball that you could throw consistently, change up a little bit, but it was fastball heavy the entire game. And you found a breaking ball a little bit later, and I think it allowed you to expand a little bit. But on the mound, how did you think your way through this one, stuff-wise?
Yeah, that's why, to be honest with you, it didn't feel different until that sixth, seventh inning. I mean, obviously the results were there in terms of the hitters, but I was kind of grinding through the at-bats a little bit. I mean, I didn't have like you said, I didn't have either of my breaking balls. And, I threw a couple changeups and felt decent about it, but I was a one-pitch pitcher for a while there and kind of just hoping to find it. And I felt like I really did and got comfortable with my slider and even my curveball at the end. But yeah, definitely fastball dominant today.
We were talking, I don't know if you heard us, but before I think you had the headset on. But watching Kumar at the end of this one, who knows what it feels like to be in a position like that. We got a chance to close out a no-hitter. It's your first SEC game that you've ever pitched in. What is that relationship like between you and he, and how do you benefit each other?
I think it's amazing. It's so special to have. I mean, honestly, our whole pitching staff, but particularly Kumar. It's a really special pitcher and a special individual. The way he goes about his business and kind of just how he carries himself in the locker room. It's something to model yourself after, and it was really good for me to see that last year coming in as a freshman, kind of how things are done, because obviously he had done it the year before, and every time he pitches, it's exciting. It's kind of drop everything and watch him. So I'm just glad I'm on the same team as him, honestly.
Well, I think he'd probably say the same thing. So I think that probably works both ways. We were, I mean, maybe laughing a little bit. This was your 8th collegiate start. And obviously, I mean, you come in, everybody knows the name because of what you had accomplished in high school, and then it's you and Kumar right away, but it's still only your 8th start. So if I were to look at you, or you were to look at you, where do you think you have the opportunity to grow the most from a pitching standpoint?
I think definitely command. I think everybody's working command, even big leaguers. I'm sure DeGrom throws a couple bad pitches that he's not happy about, and he looks back at after the game a little bit. I would say command is something I'm always going to be working on, and then, again, my secondary pitches. There's days where I really do feel confident in them, and then a day like today for the first 5 or 6 innings where kind of just trying to find them. So kind of coming out the gate of every game with a better feel for all my pitches, I would say.
Kyle mentioned the fact that you hadn't gone this deep in a game, and it was your first SEC game. Was there any politicking on your behalf, either after the 7th or after the 8th, to go back out there again?
None. Again, it was, I think, an unspoken thing. I don't know the thought process on the coaching side. If maybe I gave up a hit, if they would have pulled me in that 8th or 9th, but I mean, I was ready to go, and that's what I wanted to do. So I think that was it didn't need to be communicated.
Jack, you've been more than gracious with your time. I'm sure you want to get ice and get some treatment. Thanks so much. Congratulations on the no-hitter today.
Thank you so much.